Yeah, it hasn't even been close, Andrew. In fact, according to some estimates reported on by CBC News over the years, that within the fiscal year, Canada could be more than 15,000 recruits or personnel below where they want to be. There's also a lot of questions about our readiness in terms of if we had to move in to help a NATO ally in an emergency situation. So a lot of issues there, a lot more people that they need to bring in. The eventual goal for the Canadian Armed Forces is to have an authorized strength of 71,000 personnel with a reserve strength of 30,000 by the end of this year. But they want to expand that to have over 85,000 members of personnel, ready to go by the year 2040, 2041. That's a long ways away, and they've got a lot of work to get there. It's been well documented that one of the big problems they have is that the process to join the military is a lengthy one. And what they're finding in many categories of recruitment is that people are getting partway through the process, and then it's taking, in some cases, months to get to the end. They just get fed up and find something else to do. They don't follow through. So they've been working over the last couple of years to kind of speed up the process through several different ways, including modernizing medical standards. Up to recently, to get into the military, you've had to be essentially 100% completely healthy, no underlying medical conditions at all. They're starting to loosen up the way they view that. They're allowing people in with medical conditions that might not necessarily affect your ability to serve. One of the officials at the news conference today cited things like asthma, ADHD, anxiety, things that may not completely hamper your ability to serve in the military. You can still have work and a purpose there, and so they're going to allow more people of that nature in. They're going to, or they have started expanding to permanent residents rather than just citizens, although they admit that's been a bit of an issue. Same thing, it's time consuming. People are sort of giving up partway through. Another thing that they're doing to try to speed up the process is allow people to apply online for the military, and they're also changing the way you go through that. They've changed the aptitude process, the aptitude test, to a different form.
Instead, we've introduced a scored employment application form, or SEAF, which evaluates essential qualities of personal and organizational success, including academic results, qualifications, work experience, extracurricular activities, or other life achievements. The scored employment application form reduces the number of required in-person visits and allows applicants to complete their assessments on their own time, speeding up the application process.
Speaking of speeding things up, another way they've done that is doing background checks simultaneously while new recruits get into basic training. So they're trying to just get them in there right away, and if someone doesn't pass the test, they can kick them out afterward.
So could making recruitment easier effectively compromise the quality of the military?
It's a good question. From the outside, you would certainly think that there's a concern about that. You're trying to let more people in and get them in faster. There might be issues about quality, but it seems like military officials knew that question was going to come up, and they put out a statement in a press release today saying, quote, "The CAF is not lowering its standards. The modernized recruitment process will bring in the best talent and provide a better applicant experience. These improvements, along with others to come, will help build back the CAF so that it can continue to respond when called upon to serve Canada's interests both at home and abroad." Take from that what you will, Andrew.
The CBC's Mark Carcasole.